So hello friends, myself Dr.Jayvir and today we are going to discuss about classification of CNC tools. The first classification is based on the tool motion which we have already covered in the last lecture, and right now we are going to discuss about the second classification which is based on the control loops. So there are two types of loop, open loop and closed loop system. In case of open loop system, the programmed instructions are fed into the controller through an input device. It is something like a automation assembly where one work need to pass through one particular operation. And when such work is passed through one particular operation, there is no kind of feedback available. Let's take an example. Suppose we need to print such a sticker, or we need to stick such a sticker on this particular bottle. So one sticking machine is sticking all the stickers on the products which is available beneath to it, irrespective whether the product is available below it or not. I hope it sounds confusing, but the input method is constant. That is the main objective of the open loop. The input is constant whether there is any output or not. If the output is traceable, then the system is called closed loop system. Okay. So in case of teaching, you can discuss, you can correlate this particular open loop system in this manner, that if I am going to teach you without taking feedback from you, that is called open loop system. And when I am teaching you and when I am getting some feedback from your side, that is called closed loop system. So these instructions are then converted into electrical pulses, signals by the controller and sent to the servo amplifier to energize the servo motor. Okay. So instructions are converted into electrical pulses and that direct some servo motors. The primary drawback of the open loop system is that there is no feedback system. As I said earlier, there is no feedback system in open loop system to check whether the program position and velocity has been achieved. Open loop system, if the system performance is affected by load, by temperature, by humidity or lubrication, then actual output could deviate from the desired output. For this reason, the open loop system is generally used in point-to-point system where the accuracy requirements are not critical. Very few continuous path system utilize open loop system. So this is all about the open loop system. If it is asked in the GTU examination, you can explain it in better manner. Now let's talk about the closed loop system. The closed loop system has a feedback subsystem to monitor the actual output and correct any discrepancy from the programmed input. It means when I am teaching you, if you are having any kind of problem while learning this subject, you can comment it on this video. Means in the comment section you can comment what kind of difficulty that you are facing. And if I am taking certain corrections action in my next lecture in order to improve the existing problem, then it is called closed loop system. So in case of closed loop system, the system having self intelligence to decide whether is there any problem or not. That problem is also predefined, and that's the beauty of the engineering. When you can define the problem and you can define the solution for the open loop system, that will be the remarkable engineering which I persist, which means which I assume, not persist. Okay. So this system use position and velocity feedback. The feedback system could be either analog or digital. Analog means the old vehicles which are coming with the analog speedometer, and the current vehicles are coming with the digital speedometer. So it is very much clear that when the clock The clock, the wall clock are generally analog in system, and the clock, the smart watches which we are using, that is called the digital watches. The analog system measures the variation of physical variables such as position and velocity in terms of voltage levels. Digital systems monitors the output variation by means of electrical pulses. So analog system, how it work? It will work due to the change in the voltage level. And digital systems, how it will work? It will work as electrical pulses. So the what I can conclude from this two statement is digital system is far better than the analog system. Now let's discuss about the closed loop system. To control the dynamic behavior and the final position of the machine slides, a variety of position transducers are employed. So these transducers are something which give you the corrected path, means how we can say when we are giving input to the CNC system that CNC system need to move for 60 centimeter, then how accurately it will move from the 0 to 60 centimeter without error, that defines by the transducers or with minimum error. Majority of the CNC systems operate on servo mechanism, a closed loop principle. Now also here there is a crux that servo motors are used for the precision, and if servo motors are not used, then stepper motor cannot give the accurate result. If a discrepancy is revealed between where the machine element should be and where it actually is, the sensing device signals the driving unit to make an adjustment, bringing the movable component to the required location. I hope the function of the transducer is clear from this particular statement, and if you are not getting it, read it twice and thrice so you can get the glimpse of how exactly the transducers are working. Closed loop systems are very powerful and accurate because they are capable of monitoring operating conditions through feedback subsystems and automatically compensating for any variation in real time. So here is the video which gives you the glimpse about what do you mean by open loop system and closed loop system. I definitely assure you that after watching this video you will get complete idea about control loops. Let's
This type of system is also called non-servo or place. About 35% of the robots in the United States. Open system driver. Driver that can first operation process the robot. Driver controller. In open loop systems, the program length of time a signal is applied, as well as the integrity of the signal, are critical for ensuring that the operation is complete. This is because there is no feedback to the computer from the system driver or the robot, and thus no updates to the signal outputs. The term process, this illustration simply means a piece of equipment that accomplishes work. This could be a robotic arm, motor, or engine. The purposes of this module will focus on robots. Once the signal is received, the robot performs the appropriate action. In an open loop system, the signals that go from the computer to the system driver to the robot are never checked. The robot has example of an open loop system is the sprinkler system. This example, the programmer updates the computer control, which will turn the sprinkler on at designated time. The percent the same. The water valve turns on or goes to the sprinkler. Drops the fluid that allows the sprinkler to water on. Examples of low-load control systems are stopping the open meter system with constant flow application, with high repeatability, low variation, such as flushing all fabrics or reorienting this operations also account for the design applications. This control flexible work positions, open control systems,
So I want to stop this video at that part. See here. See, there is no table available beneath the tool, but still the tool is functioning their function. So that is called open loop system, because the tool is not knowing whether is there any component beneath to it or not, but it needs to perform certain function. So that is called open loop system. So these are the advantages of the open loop system: low cost, simple design, high repeatability, and simplistic controller. So I hope you get the glimpse about what is open loop and what is closed loop. Thank you. Have a nice day.